Good morning. My name is Katinka. I'm the seamstress at the cottage, and this is Friday Sews. I have made myself a cappuccino. My sister have this amazing machine that you actually use for cocoa making, and it makes the best foam. So look at that. I'm so excited to have a drink of that. And I'm going to show you something. It's actually quite scary. So I sat down, had my coffee, and here I am. Today is Friday Sews, and I have been sewing. This room looks like a bomb went off in it. And basically, a bomb did go off in it. A sewing bomb. I told you a while ago that my sister has a market that's coming up, and I've been sewing for that market. Some of the things I've been doing are these little flags, 3-meter ones, and I've just been using my scraps. So my mission has been to use up all my scraps. I have a lot. And these are like the really small scraps that's left over. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. But I made these ones with the blues. And then, I love this one. It's just a plain one. And then I am still busy over here. And I need to finish those. There's 4 more sets. And then I also sat down and I made some pot covers. You know when you have food left over, or you have a salad and you're waiting for the people to come and there's flies around. So these bowl covers make such a difference, because you don't always want to use Glad wrap because it's not good for the environment. Now I know some people actually wax them and then they're waterproof and seal properly, but I didn't need that. So I think there's some people out there who might like them as well. So I've made some for my sister's stall, and then these are ones I still have to iron. I've made this set, and then there's the yellow set and the white set, and I still have the combined set to do. That's the oblong ones and one round one, and then I'm doing sets of 3 with round covers. I still need to finish that. And then over here, some more aprons. This one I still need to just finish the last bit, and this one. These 2 are orders and bespoke ones for somebody. And then the others is for the market or to sell if somebody wants them beforehand, which has been happening. There's another one on the dressmaker's form. Another thing that we did is, I know, it shouldn't have happened, but it did. We went to fetch some fabric from that last shop, there, that was set aside for us, and we got there, and this was a remnant and this was a roll. I just wanted a meter, and came home with everything. This remnant was £2, I think, and the roll was £20. Not sure what I'm going to do with this roll yet. I think we're going to use it for blinds, maybe for the one room in the house, or sell it, don't know yet. Then I also have some orders. I've got a dress that I have to copy, and I found this linen on Pound Fabrics, which was £2 a meter. Yes, it was £2 a meter. And this one, I need to make a jumpsuit as an order, which I'm quite excited about. One of my subscribers actually contacted me and asked if I would make her one, and I'm so excited to get this done. I'm actually going to sit today and do that quickly so that I can send all of these things off next week. And then lastly, I need to show you the floor. I still need to vacuum, but there has not been much time because I had to choose between sewing or vacuuming, and sewing one. But this is my sewing setup at the moment, and I actually like it a lot. It's a bit messy, but it works. Overall, this week has been hectic, but fun as always. On Wednesday, I went to visit friends in London. I haven't seen them for 6-7 years. 2015 was the last time I saw them, and it was so lovely to catch up with them. And then some of my friends from where I used to live in Kitts Beach, they also came to England, and they came over to the lunch as well. So it was so nice to see everybody again and catching up and picking up where we left the last time we visited. It was really awesome. To get there, I took a train. It took 3.5 hours, But it was so much fun. But driving from here will also take about that much time, and then you have the stress of traffic. The train went through these beautiful areas, and I was just having such a ball. And then when I came back, getting to where I was supposed to be was quite a thing. I've never been on the tube. That's hectic. The noise was so loud. I literally sat like this because my ears was vibrating. It was painful. I don't know how people do it every day, and it's hot and it's miserable. I really feel for anybody who's living in London and having to take the tube every day. On top of the ground, I find it's nice, but underground, it's not fun. And there's all these places you have to get to the next platform. There's like these tunnels that you have to take, and of course I got lost, but the people were so kind. I was just like, I don't know if I'm at the right place, can you help? And some random strangers just pointed me in the right direction. The one guy actually walked with me to take me to the right platform, so I was so thankful about that. And then when I visited with my friends, we just chatted and caught up about life and everything in general. And then when I came back, my friend took me to the right platform that was on my ticket, but I didn't realize the train that I was supposed to take was late. It's because the train that was there at that moment was also late. So my train was waiting for that train to leave. So I caught the train just on time, and then I realized I'm on the wrong train. So I messaged my sister, and she quickly went online and she found that I could, from the main station, Victoria Station, I could then take the right train to get to where I needed to go. So that was a bit of a stressful moment, but everything worked out in the end, and I had such a lovely day. So on Wednesday, I didn't do any sewing, of course. And then yesterday, I sewed like crazy. So what I also did this week is my sister gave me a sheet that was torn. You know what happens when you sleep on a sheet a lot, the middle sometimes gets torn, but the sides are still fine. So I took that and I made pillowcases. I am a pillowcase snob. It's official. I'm a snob if it comes to pillowcases. I love percale, and it needs to be the 400 count and not just the 200 count. And there must not be any polyester in my pillowcases because I really find them offensive. So up until now, I did pack one pillowcase because she said, "No, I've got the right pillowcases." But if you don't, if you know, you know. And some people who's not tactile intolerant or anything, they just don't get it. So I looked at the sheet and I realized it's a very high quality percale. It's not 400 count, it's 200 count, but I can live with that because I'm not going to buy pillowcases for just 6 months. So I take the sheet and I unpick it, and then I use it to make pillowcases for myself. So this one I had to connect, but I made 6. And with not having hair, when I sleep, my pillows get really icky. So I always have a pillow cover, and then I put my pillowcase, and I change them sometimes twice a week because your head has oils, and usually your hair absorbs those oils. And I don't have hair, so that goes straight onto my pillowcase. So I've got 6 pillowcases. There's 2 of them. The rest are on my pillows. And then also, I just brought my one pillow. Now, I'm a pillow fanatic. I need at least 3 to sleep well. And so when we went to that place where I bought the fabric, there were these pillows. They are down and they are really tightly stuffed. So I got some very tightly woven fabric. It's over here that the guy gave to me. And so I looked at it and I thought, I can use that for down, because I don't know if you're aware, but with down, you have to really use a tightly woven fabric. Otherwise, it just comes through. So this worked. So I made a pillow, and I took 3 of these little ones and I unpicked them and I threw it into the new cover I made. And I've been sleeping so nicely. This pillow is just amazing. It shapes perfectly and everything else. And what I like about this pillow, sometimes they use the feathers and then they're quite heavy, but these ones they just use down and they are so light. It's so nice to sleep with this, and it just shapes. So I did that. I made a pillow and I made 6 pillowcases, and sleeping has been a dream since then. I think that's everything I've done this week. Ooh, I need to show you this. We have an auction house, and there is some random things, but then there are also things that's really useful. I'm going to show you one I found. Look at that. This is just incredible. It is the Bosh Series i6 Easy Comfort, and it doesn't burn, and it fills up to there. It's about a liter and a bit of water, and I have been ironing as if my life depends on it. So my normal iron, I usually put this cover on. You find them on Amazon. It's called the silicone cover, and it really makes a difference. Your clothes don't iron shiny, and you seldom burn something. French lace, you will burn that, but anything else you can actually iron if you ionize this on. The only thing is, if you leave it on your iron, you can just iron. And if it doesn't bother you and you're okay with buying one every year or so, your iron, the bottom of your iron gets basically ruined, but it doesn't matter because this slides. So you use your iron until it dies. And I usually do that with my cheaper irons, even with my expensive ones, because they always burn my stuff. Because I don't have time to just put the iron down and change the setting. When I iron, I just leave it on one setting and I hope for the best. With this, it doesn't burn the stuff. And I've burned a lot of things. This iron doesn't burn things. I have ironed different fabrics and it doesn't burn, and it has this capacity of a lot of steam, which just make it so much easier to get crisp corners. So making these have not been an issue because you iron and then you steam and then they are ready. I've been very impressed with that. Thing is, we went to the auction and this thing was without a plug. And we asked the lady and she said she doesn't know if it's working. She was not able to test it. So we put in a bid for £5 and we got it. And my sister, when we got home, we left it on the counter for a few days and we went to Ireland. And when we came back, she quickly put a plug on. And I thought, well, £5, we can work with that. There's nothing wrong with it. It works like a dream. And now I can take big pieces of fabric, which I had to like wash a lot of fabric for all the things I'm busy with, and it irons so quickly because I don't have to keep on filling up the iron. I mean, a normal iron, if you're lucky, takes 100 to 200 mils. This thing takes a liter and a bit. It's been so nice to just be able to get going and not worry about filling up the water, not worry. And because the water comes in through the cord, and I think the electricity also comes in, the cord doesn't twist. You know, like a normal iron, it always twists and it always gets caught. Now, this is quite a heavy duty cord, so it doesn't get caught in things. I've been having a ball. Then also, I was saying before, I need to make a dress. So this one, this week, I need to copy this pattern and then I'm going to make it in this linen. This linen I found on Pound Fabrics in the sales section, and you had to buy 2 meters, which I'm not sad about because it's linen. I think it's 60% linen and 40% cotton, and it's going to make such a nice dress. It's a nice weight and everything, and I'm sure there's going to be some left over, so I might get something. Let's see. And yes, that's all the things for this week. I know it's been all over the show and some random things, but I always love just checking in and spending time here. And let's get back to Friday Sews. Friday Sews was a hashtag that was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. And Jen, I don't know if you're watching, but I'm so glad you did this because it literally brought the sewing community together. And Friday Sews, we chat about what we've been doing, some live updates and everything in between. And if you go and click on that hashtag, you will find some amazing content creators. Okay, I'm done now. I need to go and sew. There's a market coming up in 2 weeks and my sister needs stuff for her store. So I'm going to say goodbye and I'll see you next Friday. Goodbye. This is how I keep myself occupied. Victorian Station. Always wanted to come here.